Okay, so Virgo, what we're working on today is you're ready to heal from something. So we're gonna find the area of your life this is pertaining to, and then we're gonna get some information on the pathway to this healing. Okay. So, what area of this of life is this for Virgo? Thank you. So we got two decks for you, Virgo. Oh Lord, hang on, Virgo. Okay, that's better. Alright, so let's see what area of life is this for Virgo. What is this pertaining to? Feel a card under here is calling. These two. Hang on, there's more. Okay. Okay, so we have death, that's change, patience, friendship, purpose, growth, and guilt. We're gonna look at the bottom of the deck as well, but these cards were calling out. So death, patience, friendship, purpose, growth, and guilt. So what is this saying here? Okay, so I need to read you what's on the cards. The death card says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. And we have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Friendship says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. And in this case, the purpose, I know what I am here to do, is growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. And then we have guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer exist, that no longer assist in my soul's growth. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So this here is talking about an ending with a friend. And this relationship with this friend ended so that you can grow. And the growth that you're expected to do is releasing any beliefs that no longer assist your soul's growth in a positive way, that is. Okay? So some kind of friendship ended, and it's because you aren't seeing things clearly. Your philosophical rules that you live by, they actually made this happen. They actually made the ending happen. So this friendship ended so that you could start to see things clearly. Okay? Now at the bottom of the deck we have love and gratitude, service, and trust. We have acceptance and change. That brings you balance. Okay? So we got love, gratitude, service, trust, acceptance, change, balance. So I'm getting from this is you had a problem with accepting change. So much so that you actually turned away some good change that would have bring you balance. Okay, now you have regret. Now you're seeing things from the other person's perspective. Now you're seeing both sides of the story. Now it's bringing you peace, and you're being honest about it. You're being honest about where the blame lies. And you know it's all about your discipline. And you're seeing the lighter side of the situation. So now you want to know, well, what to do about this. So you had a good friend that allowing them in your life would have changed your life so much so that you became afraid of this change. You weren't ready for the change. Okay? At least you're being honest with the role that you played in ending this friendship. Okay? So let's see what's the message from the other deck. One more time, Virgo. Okay, so the message from the second deck as to what this is pertaining to. Okay. Ooh. So we got fake friends and fake family. ancestors. Salesperson, breakup. So you were influenced by these fake friends and these fake family to break up. So the salesperson, there was a sales pitch, a breakup sales pitch. I was recruited or initiated. Cooking, chemical warfare. That sounds like a second sentence. So these friends and family encouraged you to break up with this friend, this true friend. Chemical warfare, enemy, physical harm, arguing, and love spells, shopping, bad habits. So you were recruited to have warfare with this person. You were recruited, or you were sold the idea of seeing this person as an enemy. And there was physical harm, arguing, and love spells doing. And you were shopping for bad habits. So this was all about corrupting you and corrupting them. But there were dreams from the divine. The divine stepped in, and we have physical health, psyops, fighting, and fired. So divine stepped in and basically shut the shit down. So divine caused something to happen with your physical health and your psychological health, and it brought the fighting to an end. Fired. So yeah, so this was a disaster. So your family and your friends encourage you to mess up this person, mess up this friendship with this person that could have been actually really good for you. So the truth of the matter is, this person was more of a friend and more of family to you than your actual friends and family. See, that's why I say it's not always about blood. It's about spirit. It's about who you connect to, you know. So chemical warfare, arguing, love spells. Yeah, there was a lot going on. So anywho, your pathway to healing now. Virgo's pathway to healing. Excuse me. Okay, so we got 2 decks for you. Yeah. That's kind of like what this journey with this person was like. You see how the cards are shuffling? It was a madness. And in the end, who's the one suffering? Okay. So let's see your path to healing. Your path to healing. Admit your vulnerabilities. Do something different. Like shining your own light. Ignoring what people have to say. You don't need any more advice from these people that you were taking advice from that got you in this mess in the first place. Because they don't know what's best for you. So, your pathway to healing is admitting your vulnerabilities. Admitting your vulnerabilities. First of all, you're vulnerable to the advice of your friends and family. But it's time to do something different, like shining your own light. Address your addictions. So perhaps you're a person who is loyal to your friends and family, to your blood, and to your clique. That's an addiction. You want to please them. You want to keep the peace with them so much so that you're willing to sacrifice your own happiness, your own well-being to do so. That's addictive behavior. Reflect on your truth and reach for the stars. It's time to bust out of your cocoon. So the cocoon is the safety net of who you thought were your friends and family, and perhaps they are your friends and family, but they gave you some terrible advice in this situation. Okay, so bust out of your cocoon by having faith in your own truth, reflecting on your truth, having faith in your own light. Have faith and accept disappointments gracefully. So you can't change what's already happened, but you do have power over how you choose to proceed going forward from this point. Okay, let go of whatever you've already lost, whoever you've already lost. Let that go. Face your shadow and engage higher reason. So be sensible, be truthful, be sensible, and be direct. Be patient and keep to your commitments. So whatever you decide to do after you've assessed the situation, after you have figured out what your light look like, what you think after you've reflected on your truth, stick to it. Keep your commitments. Okay? So your job right now is to learn to live off of your own sense of judgment, your own sense of reasoning. Because as you can see, you cannot always depend on those that you love to put you on your best path. Okay? I don't think that they had your best interests at heart. They probably had their best interests at heart. And because you're loyal to them, you got sucked in. Thereby being pulled off of your ideal path. They led you down a path of difficulty. So you got 2 decks for your path to healing. So let's see what your second message is, or the other part of your message is. All right. So we got resolve. This is a period of indecision and inner conflict, and it is time to make a decision. So your path to healing right now is choosing your path and sticking to it. Keep your commitments. And also we have judgment. You are being asked to let go of all judgments and forgive those who judge you. So you're being asked not to hold anything against anybody. They gave you terrible advice that put you on a path that you probably prefer not to be on right now, but you also took the advice as well. So you're both to blame. All right. So you need to just let it go, chalk it up as a lesson, and learn from the lesson. That's why it's saying this time of indecision, you need to fix it and make a decision. Choose your path and stick to it. Shine your light. Reflect on your truth. And let go of judgments of others, and also forgive yourself. This was a lesson for you. So accept it as that and move on. So we got obsession. It's time to get out of your head and back into your heart. Time to get out of your head and back into your heart. Live from your heart. And that comes from reflecting on your truth. You cannot live from your heart if you don't take time to hear what your heart is saying. You cannot live from your heart if you don't take time to acknowledge what your heart is telling you. You cannot live from your heart if you don't give yourself permission to follow your heart. It's as simple as that. Now we have old soul. You have lived many lifetimes and gained wisdom beyond your years. So this is not something new. This situation is not something new for you. This situation is something that has happened before. So these family and friends, they've steered your life down a path for you that you later found yourself not being happy in. So it's a reoccurring pattern, and it's up to you to break the cycle by stop listening to them and listen more to yourself. Next, we have old habits. An old habit may be keeping you from moving forward. Old habits. Old habits mean that it's something that we're used to doing. You do it over and over and over again. You give these people too much power, too much credit in your life. They are the masters of your fate at this point, not you. And that's not the right way around. You're supposed to be the master of your fate by following your heart. Reflecting on your own truth. We have mentor. You're about to meet a person of high integrity who will guide you in the right direction. So this is talking to me about knowing who you should listen to. When you need advice in your life about which way to go, you need to know who you should listen to. Not because they're of your blood, that don't mean that they're giving you sound advice. Not because they're your friends and you like them, that doesn't mean that they're giving you sound advice. And we have connection. You are very connected to the heavenly realms. And then we have past life connections. You are currently healing past life wounds. So God wants you to know that you're not alone in this situation. You are connected to the heavenly realms in healing these things, and they're saying not to indulge in addictions. The void. Instead of turning to addictions, you need to turn to making moves that are actually going to change your situation. Not try to drown out the reality for a while, because you know the high always goes away. And if you want to keep it away permanently, then that's when you get into addictions. You keep topping up on whatever drug or whatever alcohol or whatever device you're using to drown out the pain and the disappointment. God is saying, don't take that route. It says you may be covering up the emptiness or pain within through an addiction. Don't take that route. You have heavenly helpers with you. You are connected to the heavenly realms. And you have help if you want it to get past these past life wounds. It says automatic negative thoughts. You are learning to take charge of the thoughts you choose to give life to. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Take charge of the thoughts that you choose to give life to. So every time that you think to go use your drug or alcohol or sex or whatever it is that you're using as a vice to get you through this pain, whenever you think to do that, just know that you have a choice. It's either you do that or you start actually reflecting on your truth and start building courage. Start tapping into the heavenly realms that are around you, waiting to help you. Because all it takes is courage. You need to have faith that if your actions remove people out of your life that you feel you need to depend on, God will replace that person with someone who is more suitable. But if you keep holding on to people who are not suitable, then there's no room for anybody that is suitable, because your mind isn't in that place. Your mind will automatically gravitate to those people who are not good for you, because it's what you're used to. So you need to change your thinking. You need to change your direction. And you need to have faith that the universe has got your back. If you don't have faith that the universe will have your back, then you're going to keep sticking to these people who are not good for you. Because when you try to take your power back, they're going to try to pull power moves on you. They're going to cut you out to this and they're going to cut you out to that, or at least threaten to. But it's in your best interest not to back down, because they're fucking up your fate. It's your choice. You can either turn to drugs and alcohol or sex or partying, spending money, whatever the hell your advice is, or you can start actually making the moves that's going to change your life. You can get to the root of the problem, or you can just put band-aids on the fucking issue to hide it. It's still gonna be there. So we have energy healer. Your natural ability to heal yourself and others is needed now. And that's all. That's it for your reading. So if you haven't gotten any clarity from what I'm saying here, it's because you don't want to. You're not ready to. But anyway, your fate is in your hands. So if you choose to give your fate or the power of your fate over to someone else, then that's what you choose to do. Or you can choose to manage your fate yourself by making choices. They may be hard choices sometimes. They may be risky choices sometimes. But right now it's a matter of fighting for your freedom to choose, your freedom to have the power over your own fate. It's up to you. So thank you for watching, Virgo. Until next time, bye-bye.